Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. Just finished talking with the Golden Bears head coach. They have been waking their players up early all week long to make sure they are prepared for the time change. Coming from the west to the east coast can always be a little bit of a challenge, but they have done a ton of research to make sure their players have the best habits and are ready to perform at their highest level here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Noles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Songo Politelli. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and you put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Jaron Kiave Songo Politelli finds us back in the middle. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays.
Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cal. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give out of the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. JKS. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Throwing Sangapalatelli. Going over the top. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense right now, they are doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat.
Snags it, and there's running room.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The give on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Turning it on. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He'll run it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here comes the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Here we go, ready.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This time they'll go to the running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Right back to it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And as the holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Songo Politelli. Under fire. Buying some time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense showing blitz here. He leaves it with his back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. That's caught. It's Hendricks. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. JKS. Under fire. Trying to get away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Songopolitelli on the play action. That's caught. It's strong. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Now here's Songopovatelli. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Showing the arm strength to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
This running back is a big weapon in the passing game, and it's not just checkdowns, but he can run vertical routes. He saw it there. Nice job by the O-line, giving the QB time from the pocket to deliver that strike. But this running back is special. He's got a lot of tools in the toolbox. Really nice play design and a big-time pass and catch for this
upstairs to make the catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This is why athletic QBs are so hard to play. You think you got him nailed, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's outside the pocket, throwing strikes, making big plays.
Ready, go!
Gives it to the back on the draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Throwing, Songopovatelli. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
And back to the air on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing. Now here's Songopovatelli. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going with the counter play here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Songopovatelli finds his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Sangapolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Looking downfield very late in the half. Out of the backfield, he's open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Cal will use its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down, Sangapolitelli. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The run to the right. He got past the first down marker, but he's got to take it to the house. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Air Force taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's Air Force able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Safe completion on the screen. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Powers through. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Wants to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he
hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
JKS makes a catch. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Throwing Sangapolitelli. Got his man out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll go right back to the run. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Got the back over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Trying play action. On the move to his left. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Back open in the middle. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to add another.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him down the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways. And you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll keep it on the ground, and he's knocked down.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Sangapolatelli did it as he throws. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. All by himself down the middle. The tag. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, no.
What an incredible individual best athletes on the field? What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jaron Chiave Songopolatelli hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. JKS. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it. And
the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to run. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment. The pull and throw off the RPO. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead. Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure
on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Snagged out of the air. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finding some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sangapolatelli fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Sangapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. Extra point here will tie the game.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and that's why you spend plenty of time on kickoff return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. And explosive.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Cal uses its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Cal will use its final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It'll be third and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. JKS rushes on him, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders. A nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year, the home field advantage.